And hello. So we're going to be trying something different. Got two cameras going. I don't know why that's targeting my face still over here.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm working on the green screen.
It's covering the microphone's covering my face, but that's okay.
That kind of looks cool there, so it doesn't target us. Sorry.
I don't think it's fine.
I think it's kind of cool. All right. So, got a good show for you. I've worked my butt off for
All day.
and yesterday and the day before. I'm tired, but it's worth it. And I'm going to explain. Hopefully this works out. If this starts lagging real bad, let me know. It is, ain't it? Hey, Miss Arkansas. Thank you for finding us last night and becoming
Yes, thank you.
a member. So, you guys, thank you for everything, Nana. For all, thank you. Did y'all like that? She said, "Lord, you're cloned." I don't think it's gonna work out.
Why?
Because this one's lagging a little bit, ain't it?
Is it? No?
I've got a lot of windows open over here because I had to have them. I guess I have the timestamps for this. I'm going to close this out. Okay. And then that's that one. Okay. All right. So let me explain. So after the live last night on Nerdy Attic, we're going to let everybody get a chance to get in here. I was listening to Benny's live and I ended up going on panel over there. Amazing live for real. It's me, Benny, Tiffany, and we're just throwing stuff that, maybe they have a piece of this part of a puzzle. We have a piece of this part. Benny has a piece of that part. And people were actually working together. It was a good thing. And we were just bouncing ideas and things to get. Nobody was trying to be 100% factual and act like they knew everything. And I'm sorry, people might not agree with us on this, but I'm going to ask hard questions to people. I don't care if they get mad at me, if they get their feelings hurt. And I'm talking about people involved in this case. I've had friends that are involved in their difference of opinions, and I don't want that to get involved or get in the middle of us asking questions and people getting mad. But if it doesn't make sense to me, the only way I know how to get to the bottom of it is ask questions and try to research it and discern, try to find discernment in what they're saying. And if there is none, you can't really, what are you supposed to get from it? So what I did today was, since last night there was a big problem with some people were saying that the trailer park beside 333 Snaps Ferry Road was also 333 Snaps Ferry Road. It's not. It's 375 Snaps Ferry Road. I called.
He was on the phone all morning. He's worked so hard on this today.
I've talked to 4 Sullivan County officials, and I have that all recorded. I have that all edited for you guys. So we were all wrong last night on some level. So that's easy to admit, right? If we make a mistake, we own up to it. But not everybody was correct that was on that panel. We were all wrong on certain parts of that. And you're going to hear when we talk about these resources, these officials in Sullivan County, they even are like, why is there, they couldn't understand why they couldn't get the answers. So maybe there's something there that was not there. You're going to see a name. If y'all aren't following what I'm talking about, 375 Snaps Ferry Road. So there's 333 Snaps Ferry Road that Andy Bernard and Jody Sue lived at. And then there was speculation that they lived there at the same time Gene Wishin did, which is Brad Wishing, 423 Chase's brother.
Not to be confused with his dad, who also is Gene Wishin or Wishon, whichever.
Right. So the website I was using was saying that they resided at the same year, all that. So, and we were both very upfront that we didn't know if it was accurate or not, but that's just what it said. And I had lien property and case numbers and everything. You're going to hear me validate that. The reason we're asking that is if they knew 423 Chase, Brad Wishing, and Gene Wishing early as 2009, that's a big problem in Summerwell's case. That means that 423 Chase and Jody Sue, potentially Andy, they all knew each other.
Which there's been a lot of speculation of that throughout this entire case. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's becoming more prevalent that we need to figure out what that connection is, in my opinion.
Yeah, so we get to the bottom of it, and it finds out, yes, I guess they lived there at some point in time. But Andy said that, and I didn't, and I'll give credit to this, when he was asked if Gene Wishing lived there at the same time, he said he might have lived at the trailer park. I didn't know he said he might have, but in my opinion, if I don't know somebody and I don't know where they live, I'm not going to say they lived at the trailer park and I lived at the house. I'm going to say, hell, I don't know where they live. Right? That's just the way I took it. Could be wrong. Not perfect, not right all the time. Can't admit when we're wrong. But I did do the due diligence and I did the research for it today.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait till I show you a name, though, that did live at the trailer park beside of 333 Snapp's Ferry Road. You all ain't going to believe this, and nobody's talked about this yet that I know of. She said, how could they have not known each other? Well, if those dates on that been verified that I looked up. So do you want to explain that?
So I have noticed, and this has not just been verified, this is every app or website where you can look up people's backgrounds. I have noticed that historically they get addresses wrong. The time period just never is correct, in my opinion. And I know this just because I've looked up our names before, and it's always showed that we lived at addresses that we didn't live at certain times that we didn't live at them. So I've been skeptical of that from the beginning.
But so it was very close in proximity at the time, though. It was within months.
It is what overlapped on the websites and showed that they lived there at the same time. And we were just trying to figure out how exactly that played out, if that was the case or if one of them lived there before the other.
So, there was an argument last night. Well, not argument. We were just debating that Tiffany, Marie, and I think Jenny from Gavel Geeks, they think that 333 Snaps Ferry Road is the trailer park too. So this is who I talked to today. I called Sullivan County Deeds Office. I talked to Sullivan County's mapping official. I talked to Sullivan County's 911 address coordinator. I talked to Sullivan County District Court, and I recorded it all.
Yeah.
So I went to the source.
All of the sources.
Tell me that's not researching. Yeah, look, I might be a lot of things, but you can't say I ain't thorough.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So we're going to get into that. I'll play that. Let me see what's being said over here. Let me see. Hi, hey, Sarah Silva. Hey, yo, Bubs. This is going to get good. Y'all are going to want to wait around because I've got some information that some of y'all probably ain't ever heard. And if you have, we're going to go over the indictment list that has a lot of Bernards, has a lot of dikes, has a lot of lights in it. We're going to go over, I've got a very crazy story that a guy that potentially works for the feds too. That's what I want to show you tonight. It's going to be crimes have consequences. So, no, all of it is not 333. Okay. 333, she said, potentially has 3 parcels on it, but the trailer park is 375. And she showed, now this is where it got mixed up. Explain how Tiffany had the tax. It's hard to understand, and I'm going to let the professionals that do the mapping in 911, when you hear them talk on this recording, I'll let them explain it, okay?
Yeah, that'd be easier.
That's going to be the easiest way. I'm going to remove this camera so it's not taking all this bandwidth.
Goodbye, other us.
That was kind of cool for a minute.
It was. I wish we could figure out. It looks weird, y'all seeing our little cubicle of green screen here.
Let's see if that should catch back up. Okay. We're good? All right, let me share this. Let me get this video file and I was needing to get some information about a property in Sullivan County. Did I call the right place?
Yes. What were you needing to know?
Okay, it's about 333 Snapp Ferry Road. I'm trying to find out, in 2009, if 2 individuals lived there. That's the same. I'm looking for Gene Allen Wishing and Andy Bernard.
Let me see what we show. It's showing under the name of HHMM Family Limited Partnership.
Right. Okay, and that's I found that, but there's people are trying to say that 333 Snapp Ferry Road is also the trailer park that's beside it, and I don't believe that to be true. It's just a house, right?
Let's see. There's actually 2 parcels on this deed. Actually, 3 parcels on this deed. So, I tell you what, let me transfer you to the property assessor, and you can ask them if the trailer park is attached with this property. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Before you do that, see the reason I'm calling is because there was a link. What I've been able to find is there's a lien from a Gene Allen Wishing Jr. On that property, and if the information I have is correct, that George Andy Bernard lived there at the same time, and I think they both stayed in the house, but and this is involved in a case that I'm working on.
Right.
But
we wouldn't know who lived there.
I've got the dates, and but you would have the lien information on it, right?
Well, I'm looking here for a lien. And now what name is the lien in?
Gene.
Or has it?
Yes, Gene Allen Wishing Jr.
Spell that last name.
Wishon.
And his first name again?
Gene, Gene.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not showing anything coming up under that name.
Okay. I'm sorry. Before we continue, like I said, every single one of us had a little bit of this wrong, and you're going to listen. I transferred to 4 different people through talking to the mapping 911 coordinator, all that. Wait till I show you. There's going to be some good stuff. I really did this because I don't care about who's this, who's that. I'm trying to get the truth. If I'm wrong, so fucking be it. I'm wrong. Then we're going to get the truth by doing this research. I'm going to let everybody hear. You can hear the phone numbers. You hear who I talk to. I put their names out in the video. Call them if you wish. Verify it. Don't take our word for it. Do your own research. That's what I want to add, but we're going to keep going. This is pretty long because I talked to a lot of people. But then when I show you a screenshot who lived at the 375 Snapp's Ferry, y'all are gonna crap.
Let's read here what I had and see if it matches up. But if it's not, would there be a George Andy Bernard?
Okay, let me check that and spell the last name.
Okay, it's Bernard.
Okay. And then George.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just a minute. And his middle initial is A?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Golly, this is what I'm showing is dates in 2009 to 2010 on the well, actually 2007 to 2010 on the Gene LaShawn, and on the George Andy Bernard it says 2009 to 2014. And you said that's showing up 3 parcels, but that trailer park beside that house has 8 trailers in it.
Uh-huh.
So and it shows up on Google Maps as 375 Snapp Ferry, the trailer park. It's I'm having a hard time trying to match up. Everything I look at is different.
Right. Well, I can't help you on the names because they're not, but if you want to check and see those 2 different addresses and ask them about the trailer park, they can probably help you with that. And I'm going to transfer you and ask for Mike in mapping.
Mike, and how do you spell that last name?
Mapping, Mapping. Yes.
Okay. It's public information with the names, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, everything's public information.
All righty. Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Hold on.
Property Assessor's Office. This is Jennifer.
Yes, I was just transferred from, I can't remember the name of the department. She just talked to me, but she said to ask for Mike and mapping.
Sure. Hold on just a moment, and I will transfer you.
Thank you.
Sure.
This is Mike.
Hi, Mike. My name's Cam Hillman, and I was transferred to you. I'm trying to get some information on an address there in Sullivan County, and it's showing, because it's a case I'm working on. There's 2 individuals that said to live there at the same time, and it shows on Google Maps that 333 Snapp Ferry Road in Kingsport, Tennessee is so it shows just a house, but then the trailer park beside of it which is said to be a part of that address, is showing 375 Snapp Ferry.
All right, let's see what I can come up with. Just give me a minute here.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I've got 2. I've got the little trailer park, and then I've got a house. Let me see. There may be.
There's 8 trailers in that trailer park.
Yep, I see the 8 trailers here. Hang
Okay.
on. Let me pull something up here. Okay, so just trying to narrow it down here. I've got the 333, but you're probably wanting the address of the trailers, of each of the trailers. Is that what I'm?
Well, actually, no. I'm interested is in knowing if the house is the only part of the property that carries the 333 Snapp Ferry, because on the trailers it says 375 Snapp Ferry on Google Maps.
Let me look up one more thing here. 9 and 08. See what this brings up. I don't have any 01 cards.
Muted.
Oops.
Again, this is a process for I'm trying to get to the truth because every website said something different. I'm like, what if this is saying this and the tax assessor is saying this and the deeds office saying this?
Wow.
I finally get to an answer by the end of this. Kinda. Took forever. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna let it play through because I sat on the phone forever doing this. But it's not as long as what I'm trying to make it out to be. But
no, it's not.
But we tried to edit it all together and seamless. So we'll keep on. This guy again is Mike in mapping for Sullivan County. Just listen to what he got to say, I guess, and that's the best. It's best. And then he's going to transfer me to Chris, the 911 coordinator or address official there.
It's the harshest.
Miss Arkansas, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything either. I had notes that says that the trailers were on a special interest cards, but the special interest cards aren't coming up any longer. I tell you what, there is one other place you can try. Let me give you our 911 addressing guy.
Okay.
His name is Chris. And I've got a phone number for you.
Okay. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I didn't hang up on you, did I?
No, you're fine.
Let me try to find a little piece of paper here.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, 423-279-7606.
606, and thanks, Chris.
Yep, 7606. Yep, Chris, he should be able to give you some better information than I've got. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm thinking my house is 333.
Okay, the first woman I talked to, I think she was not property assessor, but let me look right here. Register of deeds.
Okay.
I was trying to also find when two individuals would have lived there. It's showing that they lived there the same year, but it's saying he has a lien and he went to court in Kingsport over it, but then there's nothing showing up about it. Is there any way you can help me with that?
I don't know where to really start on that one. That one you may have to go back to the Register of Deeds office. I've got deeds that go back. I've got will books.
Yeah.
I've got one that came through in 1989. I've got another will book that was 1994. I can give you these references if you need them. And then I have where it looks like it was actually purchased in 1997. In other words, it wasn't handed down.
Was that the HHMM family?
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
Okay.
And then you have another, some kind of a change that occurred in 2007. But any of these, I can give you book and page numbers on, if that is helpful at all. But
Well, the guy, it says it's showing a debtor identity and a lien filed on 6/4/2008. Amount is $1,647 on a Jean Wishon.
Okay.
Does that look familiar?
I don't have that as a owner.
It has
I just have a partnership. I just have a H&M Family Limited Partnership is all that I'm showing on, and I've got an address, where they're sending the tax notices to.
Okay.
And it is different. It is 204 St. Charles Place in Kingsport.
Okay. Alrighty. I think that should be it. It's like,
did y'all catch that? So what he just told me right there is that the tax papers and the tax bills on the property get sent to a different address that's a St. Charles Place in Kingsport. Keep that in mind. Going to be digging on that soon. It's a lot of information, I know, but it's worth it because by the end, I think we get it kind of straightened out. So bear with us. I hope this is good. I mean, it's going to get better because I've got some really good stuff towards the end, but it's all for trying to help find Summer. That's what we can do. She's at the end of the day, she's the one that matters. She's the one that deserves the truth. She's the one that we are all doing this for in the first place. Nobody else. I mean, yeah, there's other children involved in this. Summer's brothers, all that. They deserve truth. And if that means I got to sit on the phone and I have to talk to 35 people that don't know anything about their own county, I'll do it. So we'll keep on.
if this has a TMSID number and the court, and it says, I just don't know why she couldn't find anything on it either. The deed person, and it has a release number also, and that's just from 2008. So I would think that would still be on record.
It may not have been recorded, or at least it may not have been recorded here at our courthouse. It could have been recorded in another place. It should have been recorded at a courthouse. Yeah, it's probably through the court system that it's been, documented and not documented here, although it should have been.
Okay.
Please tell me you heard that. Did y'all hear what he said? So
He said it might be documented other places and not at the courthouse. And he said it shouldn't have been. It should have been documented here, but it could have been.
What?
How is that?
This is the problem that these counties are having.
They don't have anything straight.
No, yeah, you don't know who's staying at these properties. You don't know. They said, well, I don't have the names at the deeds office. They don't have names at the deeds office. And I said, well, that's public information, right? Yeah, all that's public information. Well, then what? This guy's mapping. He said, I got these names. Mike can help you with this. He gives me the St. Charles address or whatever it was. And the next guy, I'm only on the phone with him for 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And then I call the Kingsport law office. Then they transfer me. Well, they hang up on me. They didn't transfer me. I had to call from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock before I got somebody to answer at the General Sessions Court in Kingsport. So, yeah, this is a task and I didn't think it should be like this. But this kind of stuff matters. If you get it cleared out of the way, then it helps either somebody who might be accused of something or it might be weird looking, then you can clear it up. So we're going to try to do that. Either way, whatever way it goes, truth is the truth. We're going to try to find it. One thing I will say is that brainstorming with Tiffany and Benny about were showing the creeks and the trails and the exit points and stuff last night was very good. Oh, that was I really enjoyed that. Brandon, so okay, so somebody kept saying the Brandon Clark. I've listened to that 1,000 times. It sounds like he says Carr and cuts himself off. That is him. He and his stepmom is a light. We're gonna get into who his stepbrother is. We're gonna get into who who his aunt is. If y'all have heard the name Shandita, I'm about to show y'all some craziness on that. So yeah,
Thank you so much, Lip Lock.
thank you, Lip Lock. I'm gonna stay. I'm trying to stay the course. I'm just trying to fill y'all in on what's being said. We'll go back to it right now. Thank y'all so much.
But that's unfortunately not our office.
Should I call? Should I just call the Kingsport General Sessions Court and ask them maybe?
You could. That'd be a good place too to call after you talk with 911 there. Get the address straightened out.
Okay. Alrighty. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Chris.
Yes, Chris. I just got your number from Mike over in Mapping.
Huh?
And I'm trying to get some information on an address. It's 333 Snapp Ferry Road in Kingsport. And I have the issue I'm kind of having is there's a trailer park beside it, and everywhere I look shows it's saying that the trailer park is 375 Snapp Ferry, and the little house is 333. And I'm working on a case where there's two individuals that are supposed to have lived in the house at 333 Snapp Ferry at the same time, but it's a lot of conflicting information. I'm trying to pin all this down, but everything is different, and I have the court docket numbers, and nobody can find anything. I talked to the deed person in Sullivan. I don't understand.
See what we can find them. That area goes kind of in and out of the city, but let's see. See what I can come up with.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I couldn't find it because it's 2 P's. I only put it in as 1.
And that lien docket's just from 2008, and I think it's out of the Kingsport General Sessions Court, and there's nothing on it, even though I had like the release date and the TMSID number.
Well, it is inside the city, so they might have more info than I do, but I can tell you what I've got from there, because we share some of the same data, but not, you know how it is. Like, I've got the surface level of their data, but I don't have the deep information.
Okay.
They've got the house is 333, and the trailer park is 375.
Okay.
And I mean, I've got some old, like, cards from whenever we first started 911, and I know that spot should be in there before we got annexed. I don't know if that would help you. I don't know how, like, historical you're looking for stuff.
I'm trying to really what I'm trying to pin down is, two individuals that are having conflicting stories or said that they both lived there in 2009. And one's trying to say that, oh, well, he must have lived in the trailer park. Well, that trailer park isn't 333 Snapp Ferry from everything I could find. That, like you said, that's 375.
Right, absolutely.
So that somebody's not telling the truth there.
Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, those.
All right, that's your 911 coordinator. Did you hear what he just said? I said there's so much conflicting. 375 is a different address than the 333. I said, somebody's lying. And he said, absolutely. This is your main official over 911. Okay, so to get to what we're going to be going into. So we found out that there's senior and junior, Gene Allen Wishing. They did live on Fort Henry Drive, 2009, but they also had a court dispute from there in 2009. But he also has two addresses on Fort Henry Drive. And wait till I show you who. So last night I showed you within a 5-mile radius of 375
And 333.
and 333.
How many RSOs there are in a
65.
5-mile radius?
65 was within a 5-mile radius.
That's sickening.
Now Fort Henry Drive is where the mall is, where where Don's church was, where the billboard went up, where all that was. When I show you these addresses, there's 95 RSOs within a 3-mile radius.
Something like that. It's ridiculous.
And one of them, y'all are going to remember his name because Don Wells called him out on something. I'm going to show you that too. It's gets weird.
Okay, those cards aren't going to tell me that because they're going to be from, like, at the latest, they're going to be from, like, the mid-90s, and they'll probably be from earlier than that.
Right.
But, yeah, I can give you another number and send you to Bunny and see if she can help you out.
Okay, yeah. Can you transfer me? Is that possible?
I would if I could.
Okay.
Let me get the number here.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. It is 224.
Okay.
2462. And she deals with addressing and stuff inside the city limits of Kingsport.
Okay, and her name is Bernie.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good one. Sorry I couldn't help you out.
That's okay. You have a good one too. Thank you.
All right, so that's the end of that. Now I tried to call Bunny that he referred me to. She never answered. I tried multiple times. Yeah, she was the one that was supposed to be the address woman. She was supposed to give me everything. She didn't answer. So now
I found other resources.
So I was just searching, but I did through all this searching find an awesome LiDAR map that was part of the Tennessee whatever website.
Bunny, like Jelly Roll's wife. You want to talk about your shirt while we're...
Yeah, this is my Jelly Roll shirt. Somebody actually sent this to me in an email, and I couldn't help it. I know it's got to be. It's funny. It just applies to this case. It says, if my PO asks, I hang drywall.
It's terrible.
Do you want to show my other shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, y'all!
This one might be offensive to some.
Some of y'all might get mad at me for this one, but I couldn't help it because this is how I feel some mornings now. Y'all ready?
Oh my gosh!
Should I do it?
I mean, you've come this far.
This is how I feel some mornings.
And if you're going to be wearing it,
y'all don't get offended.
Other way. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, they came in today. I've never, like, usually I'd stay away from church discussing, but since coming on YouTube, that's how I feel every morning. Good morning, mouth. No, I ain't saying it. The Jelly Roll is one of my favorite rappers, and I was like, when he puts this out, I was like, it's funny. Okay, so I'm going to clear that one out. Look, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all one of the best parts right now. Thank y'all for being here. 575 people in the chat. I appreciate it. All we ask is to leave a like. Put your touch DNA on that like button. That's all we ever ask for here.
Please.
We greatly appreciate it. Or hit the thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Just do something. All right, so let me remove that. Let me pull up my next item. Here we go. Okay, I think it's gonna be that one. Yeah, it is. Check this out. So 375 was the other address, right? That we've been trying to find out. So look at this. That is Sherfy Sr.'s older brother, who he has passed away from all my research. But tell me how crazy that is now there. I gotta wait. That's, I mean, they just said, ha. This is insane. They are always surrounded in the same areas. Why is it? I know y'all ain't seen that anywhere else, but tell me that right there. I was like, you have to be kidding me. This ain't Ben Hill, crazy. Guys. This ain't Ben Hill. This ain't Muddy Creek Road. This is freaking whatever, 333.
375 Snaps Ferry
375 Road. Snaps Ferry Road, beside of 333. And look, Sherfy Sr. lives, what, 2 minutes, a minute closer to where Andy and Jody Sue lived on Ben Hill. They lived on 125. They lived over on Simpson Road with Mary Sexton. What is going on? It's like they're all in the same area. Everybody travels together. I don't get it.
It's very strange.
Thank you right there. You know who you are for sending that to me today. We talked on the phone all day. We appreciate you very much. I didn't sing. I sang your happy birthday to you, like Marilyn Monroe privately. I recorded and sent it. I was not going to do that one live.
Oh, but he did it.
Yeah, Lips, I did see it. He got out. He said sentence served. How in the hell is his sentence already served?
That's weird.
It's so weird. So there's that. I'll leave that up for just another minute. But that's what popped up. Okay. There's also a Robin Wishon. Is that the name?
Yes.
Robin Wishon. That is affiliated with all these addresses, even the one on Fort Henry. So we'll get to that. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, crazy. He got 3 years and he pulled 3 weeks. It was out transferred to jail.
How does that happen?
He flipped is what he did. And if y'all don't know what I mean by that, he went in there and I believe he snitched on some people. And it might be involved in this case. You never know. That dude's out. He went from Sullivan County, transferred to Washington County, and was released. It says sentence completed or sentence served.
It says sentence.
I have
one or the other.
I have the screenshots of it, but then he's on probation still. So your sentence is not served, because if you violate probation, you get the remainder of your jail time that's hanging over your head. It's craziness, right? Snitched 100%. Yeah. She said, I know someone else out snitching too. Is it the one we talked about, Lips? Oh, I brought up Mr. The old House of Prayer. So is that what we're talking about? This is another weird thing, and we've been talking about people that have passed away since this case has begun. This is who we have. You have Jose.
It says sentence served.
Show him.
I don't know if it'll. It's not.
Out of custody, sentence served.
Yeah.
Okay. But check this out. What I was getting at. So you have Jose, Mary Sexton, Breonna Tester, Jerry McLean that passed away, Marlena Crawford's father who passed away since this case, and Summer went missing. That's 5 people that potentially were around Summer and the family that are gone. What's going on? That's not alarming. What was that? What did that say?
I don't know.
She said, I'm finding more and more, Cam. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, he did pass away. Yes, he did. So who's making up an address? Let me ask, what's going on? We call up 2 times speed. Relatives working in branches of local. Yes. Also talked to somebody who's very close to Frank Light. I mean, that dude was tipped off before they even came arrested him over his RSO charges. He knew they were coming. Tell me how crazy that is. Let me see what's going on. I'm trying to keep caught up with the chat too. There's something big going on, and there's look, Breonna Tester's a 19-year-old girl. This is the thing that I still question. They're like, oh, she could have became friends with Candace after Summer went missing. But did she become friends with every single person in Beach Creek?
Right.
Because they were on All right, so we're going to do it this way for a minute, I guess, if you can hear us. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to just like try to play it between the two. I'm waiting for my house internet to hook back up. But now we went from 400, 500 people to 283 because every time we're putting good information out, that's what happens. Something like that happens. So we're back. We're going to do this again. I've got some stuff that y'all couldn't even imagine coming. And I can't even do it right now because of this stupid. Look, if y'all been watching us, we ain't had no internet service. Some of your destinations have errors.
What in the world?
Facebook stopped streaming. Hold on a second, guys. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Give me just a second. I'm working on this. This is going to get back going on. I think that it's because of all the weather stuff that's happening. The internet keeps messing up. Let's see what's going on. Here, deal with that. Let me fix this.
Deal with that.
Just talk to them and I'll get it fixed. It's not technical on our parts this time, guys.
Yeah, this was not our error, not user error this time. This is just our freaking internet. I don't understand why it just decided to go out like that. Okay, let's see.
Hello, man.
Oh, Red Riding Hood. I'm sorry.
What'd she say?
She said, wow, I just used my 7-month sticker. We didn't get to.
I think they're coming back on right now. I think. Don't.
Hopefully.
Take my word for it.
I hope so, because we really need that for the rest of the stuff.
It's saying. Look here.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I thought it was coming back on.
Did it come back on there?
It didn't.
I've got that. I've got this closed out. Let me close this out. Protocol, SSID, meter connection, configure firewall. Has nothing.
Now he's just talking about random numbers that I don't know.
What we think happened too is our daughter might have kicked the plug out.
Yeah.
And plugged it up real fast because that's what she likes to do.
So I know a lot of times moms will talk about how their boys are like their rowdy and rambunctious children. Not in our case. That's our daughter. She is
another
something else.
Yeah, she is. Okay. No, it ain't coming back. Okay,
Scotty Skull said 333 and 375, same parcel, different mailing addresses. Trailers are rentals, HHMM, Hoyt Denton, and Margaret Mary, 204 St. Charles Place, has owned since 2007.
So it's HHMM, yes. But they are two different addresses.
Right.
That the 911 addresses go to two different places, and because she says the first deeds woman tells me there's 3 parcels on the 333, but then she says it doesn't make sense because they have all their information mixed up over and there it is. Come on, there it is. Come on, please come back. We might be able to be back right now. Just bear with us.
Oh my goodness. So, well, while we're kind of in this little intermission here.
Scotty, I just talked to every single person at Sullivan County. Courthouse and officials over deeds and everything. I just played 18 minutes of that before the internet call. Did you see that? It turned itself off. Did you see that?
No. What in the world?
So let me see that real quick.
Okay, read that.
I can't read it right quick.
Oh,
I've got to go in here and fix something with our internet. So bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry.